Global Aerospace's SM for Aviation Safety program provides actionable advice for enhancing safety in your flight department. FAR Part 91 Safety, what you can do right now. In a previous article, FAR Part 91 Safety, is it time for a wake-up call? We provided insights from 19 current directors of aviation about the state of safety in the Part 91 business aviation sector. What prompted that article? The answer is alarming. According to statistics from AIN, 5 accidents involving U.S.-registered business jets operating under Part 91 in 2023 resulted in 15 fatalities. That was a significant increase from 2022, when there were 0 fatalities in business jet accidents. Clearly, the statistics are going in the wrong direction. This article focuses on the top 7 concerns about business aviation safety raised by those aviation directors. We offer some proven recommendations about how you can mitigate the issues in your flight department. 1. Business aviation talent shortage. The most significant concern on the minds of the aviation directors interviewed was the critical shortage of seasoned talent. Many flight departments have lost talented pilots to the airlines, and others are losing pilots and AMTs to poaching by other Part 91 flight departments. The result is a talent vacuum due to the high rate of turnover. How do you counter that? Get comp data for your area and ensure your compensation and quality of life programs are on par with or better than the industry. The cost of retaining a pilot or AMT is far less than replacing them, easily approaching $250,000 per pilot. Take steps to position your organization as a business aviation employer of choice. Then, develop a shorter 30-second elevator speech about your flight department and use it at FBOs during trips and at recurrent training sessions. Word travels quickly in business aviation circles. Get creative. 2. Level of effort required to maintain a high-functioning SMS. This was the second most critical safety area expressed by the aviation directors. All flight department team members with safety-related responsibilities hold other primary positions in the department, and few flight departments have the budget capacity to appoint a full-time safety manager. Allocating the bandwidth to manage a high-functioning SMS effectively can be a challenge. What can you do? Appoint not just a safety manager but an assistant safety manager as well. In addition to extra work capacity, you then have a succession plan for the safety position. Also, some flight departments devote one leadership team meeting per month to safety efforts. Safety has to become part of the department's top-of-mind culture. 3. Complacency. Aviation directors noted that there is an overall lack of focus on the fundamentals of safety in some Part 91 flight departments. They believe this results from the lack of a regulatory requirement to implement an SNS under Part 91. The Part 135 world now has the FAR SMS Part 5 mandate, but an equivalent requirement has yet to be imposed on the Part 91 sector. What can you do? As a business aviation leader, you can impose your own mandate. If you are not ISBA registered or BASC compliant, strive to achieve those goals by a specific date and rally everyone around the cause. It should become a part of everyone's performance objectives to make it happen. Don't yet have a FOCA program? Same approach, set a date and make it happen. Do you have an aviation team member who doesn't buy into these safety-related objectives? Maybe your flight department isn't where that person should be. For SOP non-compliance. This is a chronic problem in many flight departments when the destinations are highly repetitive. The pilots are long-tenured, having flown together for years. The aviation department's culture does not stress that SOP compliance is a cornerstone of the organization's values. It's long been known that humans do a very poor job with repetitious tasks. We are just wired that way. So, we need to take overt actions to counter SOP non-compliance. Okay, how? Make the execution of the SOP somewhat different but accomplish what's needed. For instance, change who is giving the briefing to whom. Another technique is to change the order of the IFR approach chart briefing. Making things different will capture people's attention. Keep it fresh. SOP non-compliance is the insidious first cousin to complacency. Be alert to it always. 5. Lack of professionalism. Aviation directors say there exists a serious lack of commitment to the pursuit of excellence or continuous improvement in the Part 91 industry today. The attitude of doing only the minimum required or just enough to get by prevails. It appears frequently in training, where many treat a recurrent session as checking to minimum criteria rather than training to excellence. This is another area where you, as the leader, can reset the attitude of every member of your flight department team. The objective is excellence, not doing as little as possible. Leadership takes energy and enthusiasm, and it can be lonely at times. But most people will follow a leader they believe in. 6. Training center performance. Many aviation professionals consider initial and recurrent training to be a real burden. Yet, their employers are paying the training providers huge sums. In many cases, this training exceeds the price of advanced university degrees. Still, all too often, we hear, "What's the minimum that I have to do to get out of here?" That doesn't sound like a quest for excellence. In the far Part 91 world, it's important to consider what can be achieved during training as opposed to checking. Yes, the FAR 61.58 checks must be completed, but that's only the start. What have been some chronic problems since your last training event? Put those in the syllabus and train to excellence, proficiency, and competency. Consider every moment at the training facility a golden opportunity for you to excel. 7. The impact of automation. When you find yourself asking, "What is it doing now?" you know you need a more in-depth understanding of the avionics system software. If you only know the hows but don't understand the whys, you aren't truly competent and in command of your aircraft. Gaining this level of technical avionics competence takes study and practice. And that must be accomplished while not flying the aircraft. It takes many more sim sessions to gain an introductory level of avionics systems understanding than to master flying the airframe. Trying to pick up avionics knowledge on the fly is dangerous and irresponsible. That's the furthest thing from a professional approach and attitude. Bringing it home. The problems above that have plagued aviation for years actually do have near-term means of mitigation. As a business aviation leader, you can reset the tone and hit these critical safety concerns head-on. It will take time and repetition of the message, but it starts with you as the leader, and there's no time like today to begin. About Global Aerospace SM for Aviation Safety Program. The Global Aerospace SM for Safety Program has revolutionized the way insurance specialists help their clients achieve higher levels of operational safety. SM4 was built on the concept of integrating for critical safety components, planning, prevention, response, and recovery. Its mission is to help organizations manage risk, enrich training efforts, strengthen safety culture, and improve safety management systems. https://sm4.global-aero.com. Global Aerospace SM for Aviation Safety Program Media Contact. Suzanne Keneally, Vice President, Group Head of Communications. +1 973 490 8588.